Hello everyone. We are going to begin a new chapter in math, chapter 12. Chapter 12 is on collecting and representing data. We will begin with lesson 1, which is on page 691. At the top of page 691, it says collect and record data. And then we have some vocabulary. Data is collected information or facts. One way to collect data is by taking a survey or asking a lot of people a question. A frequency table or a tally chart can help us record the data that we collect. So we will begin by looking at example number 1. And in example 1, you can see there is a chalkboard up here that has 3 words as headings: swimming, hiking, fishing. Mr. Alvarez surveyed his scout troop. He asked each of his scouts, "What is your favorite camping activity?" The results are shown. Organize the data and complete the table. So one way is to make a tally chart. And a tally chart shows results with tally marks, each representing one of the scouts. So if you look up here at the chalkboard, 5 students selected swimming, and in the chart we have made 5 tally marks. When showing a group of 5, you take 4 and put a slash through them for number 5. 4 chose hiking and 3 chose fishing. Another way to do that is to make a frequency table. And a frequency table is just writing the number or the digits versus putting tallies. So here I would write the word swimming. And notice they have put the 5 to represent the 5 that chose swimming. For hiking, we would write the number 4. And then for fishing, we would have the number 3. So don't forget to add right here the word swimming. Now we're going to write one sentence about the data that was recorded. So something we could say about the data is that most scouts chose, that's right, swimming. You could also say the least amount of scouts chose fishing. But I'm going to choose most scouts chose swimming. Thank you for being patient while I try to write this with my mouse. You could also write things like together 7 scouts chose hiking or fishing. You could say something like altogether 12 scouts voted. All right. So on the next example, we have example number 2. Survey your classmates, record the results. I'm just going to pretend like we have surveyed our classmates. A survey question, if you look at these choices, might be, what type of lunch is your favorite? And so up here we would write types of lunches. We would write A, which stands for grilled cheese, B, which is if they chose pizza, C, if they choose peanut butter and jelly, and D, if they were to choose spaghetti. And we're going to just pretend like we had 3 people choose grilled cheese. We're going to say that 6 people chose pizza, because a lot of you like pizza when we have that for lunch at school. And so if I add the 6 to the 3, that's 9. And we have 14 students in our class. So I'm going to put 3 more people on peanut butter and jelly and 2 people on spaghetti. And so now we could say about our chart that most students chose pizza. So you could write that down here on that blue line that's given. You could write spaghetti had the least amount of choices. You could count them all up and say how many kids were surveyed. All right, moving on to the bottom, which is the guided practice. The data shows the sports cards most frequently traded in Mrs. Patton's class. Organize the data in a tally chart. Over here you have all the data. The sports were basketball, baseball, football, hockey. And then it gives it to you in numbers. It tells you how many. So over here, I'm going to put BB for baseball. Ooh, that's not a good B. Apologize. And we would put 3 tallies. And then that was for basketball. Let's back up here. We're going to try that again. We have basketball with 3 tallies. I got a little ahead of myself there. This one is baseball. So if you want to write base, so you know that it's not basketball. Or if you want to write the whole word, that's fine too. I just know I'm going to have trouble spitting it. And we will put 6 tallies. Remember, when we get to 5, we do the slash, and then we add 6. For football, I'm going to write FB. And there are 9. So I'm going to make one group of 5. When I get to the 4th, then on number 5, I do the slash. And then I need 4 more to get to 9. And then we have hockey. So I'm just going to put an H for hockey and put 5 because up in the frequency table, it tells us there were 5. So what is the most popular sports card to trade? Which one has the most tallies or the largest number in the frequency table? Right, football. So underneath this question, you would write football. And then what is the least popular? Meaning, what's the smallest number of tallies or the smallest number in the frequency table? And that would be basketball. I apologize again for kind of having sloppy writing. Doing the best I can with trying to do this with my mouse. And there we go. So moving on to page 693, we are going to do the evens. So on number 2, it says, while observing temperatures for 1 week, Arnaldo recorded the following data. And so if the temperature was between 70 and 75, he put tallies in the first one. If those temperatures were between 76 and 80, then he put the tallies in the second box. Temperatures from 81 to 85. So this information is not going to change. The temperatures that he selected, the range, stays the same from the frequency table, to the tally chart and vice versa. So we come back over here and we count the tallies, which was 2. And from 76 to 80 was 3. 81 to 85 is 1. 86 to 90, also 1. All right, we're going to skip question number 3, and we're going to go on to question number 4. As I said, we're going to do the evens. Which item was the top seller? Use the tally chart to answer the questions. The school store sales. They have items such as erasers, a bottle of glue, pencils, and scissors. Which one has the most tallies? That's right, pencils was the most popular. So if you write pencils on that line, and number 6, because we're skipping and just doing the evens, how many items were sold altogether? So I'm going to come to the chart and I'm going to count by 5s. 5, 10, 3 more is 13, 1 more is 14. Excellent. So let's turn the page to 694. We're going to continue doing the evens. So we're going to skip number 7 and go on to number 8. Elisa took a survey to find what breed of dog her classmates have. The results are shown. Record the data in the tally chart. So you have to look and see what kinds of dogs there are. I see beagle. So over here, I'm going to write B for beagle. Underneath of that, over here in the chart is golden retriever. So I'm going to put a GR for golden retrievers. Must only be one more type of dog, poodle. So I'm going to put a P for poodle. Now I need to add tallies according to how many times those dogs show up. So I'm going to count the beagles. 1, 2, 3, 4. And so over here, I need tallies because it asked me to make a tally chart of 4. GR is golden retriever, and back over here in the table, there's 1, 2, 3. So I'm going to add 3 tallies. And then I have poodles. I'm only seeing 1. I'm going to count these up to make sure they equal the amount of dogs listed. So I have 4 plus 3 is 7, plus 1 more is 8. And if I look over here, I have 2 rows of 4, which is 8. How many classmates responded to the survey? Well, that would be 8. And you can put, I added the tallies, or counted the dogs. Underneath of that, it says how many more golden retrievers than poodles are owned by Elisa's classmates. Well, I come up here, I see that there are 3 golden retrievers. There's only 1 poodle, so there would be 2 more retrievers than poodles. All right, excellent. And so now we're going to skip to problem number 10, and then I'll let you finish up the My Homework pages on your own. On problem number 10, it says, what information can a tally chart and frequency table give you? Well, it gives you the number of times a piece of data occurs. So it shows the popularity of one event over another. Thank you very much, and if you have any questions, please let us know. Good luck!